5,
Elle a bien fait de
Team
le souligner, c'est la
5.
première fois que le trio de Fred Oxy monte sur scène, c'est son premier gros event, mais
Meteos en
il
Team
a pas peur de la
5.
pression, il va pouvoir...
No. Chicos, la que bien me metí.
If the Europe
Cofre, cofre,
do you
cofre.
think this experience can be an advantage for you and your trio
Chicos,
during
¿por
the
qué?
games?
I think so, yeah, but
No.
I don't really think we have a
Chicos, la
chance to win this time.
suerte que me
Just
tocó.
being contested, but I'll just give it to other players this time.
Il pense qu'il peut encore le faire, il peut aller chercher une 6e victoire, mais il l'a dit, ce contest il va être
No,
très relevé.
chicos,
On
mira,
verra,
claro.
ça promet, ça va être un
Pero,
très beau
chicos,
contest.
¿alguien sabe
He said
por
he's
qué
going to give the
hay
victory to
una
other players.
pantalla?
Is he going to give it
¿Ya?
to you, Victor?
I mean, when you're contested, I think it's
¿Eh?
you need a 10-2,
¿Alguien sabe
11-1
por
to
qué hay
win
una
when you have like
pantalla?
so many teams trading
Una
surge, being, like,
pantalla.
consistent, so yeah, I understand.
One more question for you. Is there anything you would like to say to Tayson on the record before you land at
Bueno,
Rangers
chicos,
Ruin?
me metí
Just
en
good
el
luck.
Team 5.
And Tayson,
Same.
good luck guys. Thank you, man.
Ending on
Qué
such a
talento con
note
este.
here backstage, but I imagine it's not going to be quite so sweet once we all back up.
You know, they're trying to keep calm, cool, and
Este es mi amigo
collected
que
right now.
hoy estoy
I
con,
can definitely tell there's a bit of a different
con mi
atmosphere,
amigo
right? But
en
once
mi
again,
casa.
this crowd
Ahora se
is
va a
probably the best
unir
crowd we have
aquí
ever had, and I
otro
think
amigo.
even people would come in with experience. The moment M8 starts going crazy,
Pero
kind
será
of changes things.
un poquito
Listen, I feel
complicado.
like we've got a lot of
Este
experience
juego
for
es
the
un
desk
poco...
at this point, and it's definitely taking a little bit of time for us to
No,
kind of adapt to the
chicos.
noise as well.
100%. It's funny though. I thought both players are almost just like completely focused on the off spawn, and it's like the rest of the game after that. Man, like, let's just try and win off spawn has been the focus.
Amigo.
Hola.
Pressure, but we'll see who can do with it the best.
Chicos,
I like that, I like that. Let's keep this conversation going. There's
el
more
que acaba de
conversation
morir por
happening.
caída,
Let's take it on over to
es mi amigo.
Biko versus Toyota. This is an interesting one. This kind of all kicked off with some social media exchanges.
Bueno, amigo, es que yo me estoy cogiendo algunos objetos tuyos, ¿vale?
Hola. Estoy aquí, ahora vuelvo contigo, X Globo. Oh my God.
Lanzagranadas, nada mal. ¿Qué?
There's only been 3 instances of a smaller region team actually
Pero-
placing in the top 10. So much so
Pero
actually,
¿en cuál
that
equipo
last year
estás?
at Globals, there were none in the top 10. So to see such a good team
¿Yo?
like Toyota's trio has to go up against such a titan of a trio off spawn, it hurts.
Y yo voy a ser nuestro curador, el que os cure, ¿vale?
Bueno,
Yo tengo algo específico para curaros. Cuando necesitéis ayuda, llamadme.
yo ya tengo.
We talk about the way off spawns can go all day long. Ultimately speaking, Vico Flixie will just have had infinitely better off-spawn practice than what Toyota, Rise and Yuma have been able to access to.
ayuda.
These guys get to practice off-spawn against the best of the best EU and NA teams all the time. You know, the Asian team, it's a lot harder for them to get that same level of practice with.
Bueno, chicos,
I
lo
mean,
malo es que
absolutely. Also, you know, we were blessed last
tengo
night,
que
right?
Oh,
Sitting there out in the lobby at the hotel. Nico kind of comes by.
no.
Confidence is like the only word I feel like I need to say. Like Nico just feels so confident kind of going into this all-fun play, but me not so much because this feels like an extreme 50-50. Like, is that going to be replicable?
I mean, we'll have to see. The one thing I'd say maybe that goes against Vico, Veno, Flixie is that, you know, in the case especially of, you know, Veno and Vico, very emotional players, right? There's a scenario where maybe, you know, they're going in super confident. If those first couple games don't go their way, trouble might be ashore. So we have to see how these guys start and whether or not the Asian team, Toyota Studio, decide they even want to stay there, right? Initially, they weren't even going to be landing at this spot. We thought maybe they're going to be landing
voy a ir a
further
donde
up
me...
north, Savages Studio. So there's a good chance these guys maybe get rocked a couple games and
Estoy
say, you
yendo
know,
a
guys,
por...
we'll take a step back, you know, you're good.
por uno,
It's really at this point.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of, you know, further elaborate on what we kind of talked about, yeah, Vico's saying, hey, look, I put a lot of practice in. There was a lot of things he kind of kept going, you know, talking about in the practice. And we're all sitting going, wow, like, you really have thought this through. I almost wonder, though, right, like, this is a show that you can put a lot of practice on. Blue show on the day, anything can happen. So I almost wonder if things... You talk about being an emotional
Bueno,
player.
chicos, voy a ir con mi
Maybe
amigo.
they continue to get rocked on ball. Maybe he has to come back to day 2. I don't know.
I mean, even like talking to the coach of
ahí
Toyota's trio, right?
está.
It's kind of like, hey,
Está en
listen,
mi
like, what's
casa.
the game plan for all 12 games? Of course, you know, we know you're going to start landing there, but if things start to go bad, and you know, basically he was like, hey, listen, man, they do not like to be disrespected, and I think
Por
they're
lo
going to
menos-
take multiple games.
Man, oh
Pues,
man. Well,
chicos,
guess what?
por lo
Frankie,
menos
Benji
podía
are
matar
standing by
a
with them
uno.
right now. Let's see the players.
We are. I can't wait for this canyon crossing clash.
No, chicos,
Toyota, what was
perdóname,
your coach
amigos.
Ben's reaction when you said you wanted to now land a canyon crossing?
降下すると教えたら、どのようなリアクションしましたか？
まあ自分たちのなんか自分たちの判断に任せる後悔のないように自分たちの判断に任せるっていうことを言いました。
So he just said here he's gonna leave the
Estoy
decision to us,
muertísimo,
like
chicos.
he's gonna just
Estoy
let us do
muertísimo.
whatever we think it's the best for us.
And Sven has taught you a lot because 8 victory royales in
He
Major 3
encontrado,
in Asia.
he
What is the thing that
encontrado
you
el bidón de
that
sorbete
strengthens
sin
your game?
fondo de
あのスペインコーチ
océano.
はまあたくさんのことを
Se me olvidó mencionar que está disponible en este nuevo modo
大会で
で
12試合の中で
juego.
8回まあ勝利できましたけ
Porque
れども
tiene el modo de
どんな
juego.
ことを教えましたか？どんな影響を与えましたか？
Es un modo de juego.
なんかもう立ち回りの安定感とか、
Ah,
まあコミュニケーション
Igual que el Battle Royale, es un modo de juego.
教えられて、なんかより安定したかなってまあいう、はい、思います。
He taught us how to move more
En
safely,
verdad
how to
siempre
behave more
usas
safely in
un
the game,
modo
but
de
also a lot
juego.
about communication inside the team. So that's I think those are the two most important things he taught us.
pero porque eso está tan raro.
What do you think about this contest versus Coyota's trio? Honestly, did you expect it or not at all?
I mean, we knew the whole season we were going to be contested. The first couple where they landed like canyon crossing, we already knew we were going to be conned.
Bueno,
But
chicos,
at the end of the day, I don't really care about it. They can do whatever they want, right?
estoy yendo
It's a game.
por
So
aquí.
if they decide to land on us, then I'll just teach them not to do it again.
Pour faire simple, ils font ce qu'ils veulent. Le spawn appartient à personne, ils peuvent le dire. Mais ce qu'il dit concrètement, c'est qu'ils viennent, pas de problème, ils seront très bien reçus.
With the aggression that you brought to the Asian region, do you think you can
mataron.
replicate that here at the Global Championships?
なんかアジア地域で本当にアグレッシブなスタイルを見せたんですけれども、この世界大会でも同じスタイルができると思いますか？
まあできるだけ自分たちを信じて、まあ今まで通りやる予定です。
We want
Mira
to keep
una
it up, we
cajita.
want to play it like we want to believe in ourselves.
Amigo,
and just
mira
keep
una
up doing
cajita.
what we've been doing so far.
But if you do start to lose off spawn against Vico's trio, would you consider moving to a different area of the map?
なんか序盤でリコ選手たちと、まあ、何回も負けたら他のところに移動する予定がありますか？
ない。
No, I don't think I have to translate that.
What?
Because last year you finished 4th at the 2024 Globals. What's the objective? What's the plan for this 2025 edition? Maybe top 5, top 4, maybe
Bueno,
more?
amigo.
I mean, the plan was to get first to win this. But now that we're conned, I think we can still top 3, you know? If we do good, we prepared a lot for this, so I think we can still top 3, maybe even win if we do good.
Pour faire simple, ils se sont préparés au mieux. Évidemment, s'il peut aller chercher la victoire, le titre, ils le feront. En tout cas, ils visent au minimum le top 3. On aura des clients très très sérieux dans cette finale.
Finally, Coyota, is there anything you would like to say to Vico?
リコ選手に向けて何かメッセージ一言がありますか？
Good luck.
Good luck.
And you, have you got a word for Coyote?
Good luck, hope you prepared well.
C'est que de l'amour pour l'instant. Rendez-vous maintenant sur la map.
Bonne chance.
¿Qué
Bonne
pasa,
chance.
amigo?
À la deux.
Man, Vico just trying to farm that aura, and he is successful. But also, I gotta say, I love Toyota. He just seems so wholesome and so. And I love to, hey, you know, would you leave it? Nah.
No translation needed.
Yeah, dude, the fact that we're gonna see these two trios go head to head is so crazy. And again, there's just like one of the many things happening across the map. But like hearing them now, dude, I'm super excited for it.
Like, I'm excited, but at the same time, my heart's broken a bit, man. Because, you know, all three of us, we always get called out for our biases, right? They always
Por lo
say
menos
PE
esto es una
bias, they always say you guys are NA bias. And I tried to show some of the other regions love. And when I look at some of the other
Amigo,
regions, Coyote, Horizon, Yuma are
te lo
teams from Asia that I
cargaste,
really want to be able
amigo.
to champion these guys and be like,
¿Pero
look,
qué?
these guys can hang the best of the best. But if they're competing all 12 games
¿En
off
serio,
score
amigo? ¿Te lo
against one of the
cargaste?
best EU teams in the world,
Bueno,
you
esto
have
no.
no choice but to sit here and just have to look the other way, man. I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. I wish we could see both of these uncontested.
Oh, match over. Nos hemos quedado en cuarto lugar. Me voy a la tienda a gastar mis puntos. Mola mucho eso de los puntos, la verdad.
We got to go ahead and respect the confidence on the other side of things as well. Vico basically saying, hey, listen, we were planning on winning it. We know how detrimental, fighting off spawn is. And Vico went ahead and said, hey, listen, we don't really feel like we can win it, but we still feel like we can get top 3. I feel like that is an incredible goal in its own self, right?
No, absolutely, that would be one of the best performances
Chicos,
we've seen
¿alguien
from a
sabe
team.
qué hace esto?
It would be mental. And I think the reason why a lot of these guys...
¿Eso?
¿El qué?
Esta pantalla.
¿Qué es eso?
La
pantalla no es nada, es simplemente la pantalla no hace nada. No.
I like that respect again. I just love looking
Es solo personas de Fortnite hablando de cosas importantes.
Okay, what do they have prepared for us? But now this could go back and forth, I'm scared, I'm excited, but that's what Global's in. And at the end of the day, we're going to be fighting it out, and there can only be one trio that walks away as Global champions. Now, of course, you kind of heard a little bit from us. Why don't we hear a little bit from this crowd? Frankie Benji.
Thank you, guys. We do need to
Chicos, ¿a dónde estáis, por
the
favor?
loyalty of the audience here in Leon, because we've just discussed the epic off-spawn battles we're about to witness, and we need to see who the crowd is siding
Estoy
with.
haciendo yo mi mini casita.
Tyson versus Fredoxy. Fredoxy versus Tyson. Selon vous, ce contest, qui parie sur Tyson? Tyson versus Fredoxy.
Vous en pensez quoi, Leon? Fredoxy!
Sur Tyson.
I think Fredoxy might have the edge here, though.
I think. Vous l'avez vu, il y a eu un deuxième contest, on vous a parlé aussi
Bueno,
du trio
amigos, es que mi casita es esta, ¿vale?
de Vico. Sacré contest encore
Vale.
entre les deux équipes. Selon vous, dans le public, qui parie sur le trio de Vico?
Leon, le trio de Coyote!
Even.
Pretty even, and I think I might know why. Really, their support and their love is going to
Tengo que
any
tener
team
cuidado
with
que
the
por aquí no haya gente.
And we do have
Cofres,
many teams
tres
with
cofres.
one of those gentlemates players.
Chicos,
And we're
ahí
going to
hay
be
tres
introducing them very
cofres.
Oh yes, 7 players for M8 gentlemen during this final. This is the public, this is the crowd that you heard since
Bueno,
the
chicos,
beginning
yo le
of the
llamo a
show.
este,
There
al
is
pez
M8
dorado
fans, they're
mítico,
so
yo le
crazy.
llamo
Guys,
pez
make
gol.
some noise.
No sé, pero yo le llamo así.
And that's just the gentlemates fans. Before we go back to the desk, Leon, to the bond, the free! Zeke, back to you.
Listen, okay, this is one of the best crowds we have ever had, and we're not even in game yet. Okay, in that moment, we get the elimination start flowing, we get that victory royale moment. It's going to be crazy. Now, as we start to kind of focus back in on the competition, I want to highlight something for you guys. 3 of the best players from last year's Globals are finding themselves once again back on this global stage. Peterbot, Hoyo, who were a duo that split up early this year, and Queasy. So we wanted to take some time to kind of highlight where they are all at and how their teams are performing so far. Obviously, we got to start with M8 Hoyo.
They're partying. They're partying.
They're already gone. They're like, see,
They see his name.
He vuelto,
They
chicos.
see his name. I mean, how can you not? Look, I think a lot of people coming into the competition this weekend, Vivid, they're looking at Hoyo,
¡Me mataron!
Acorn,
¡No!
and Aegis
Y encima con
as big
superarma.
favorites to win it all.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. When you
Quiero
Ni se te
decir que
ocurra.
volvería, pero he vuelto.
Amigo, ¿qué es eso?
Ni siquiera
Era
dije
necesario.
que me iría a ir.
their history throughout
first, fifth, second. When you take a look at the individual performances from the likes of like Agers, elimination
me
on
mataron.
NA with 40. Playing absolutely
Que es que estas antes
to
eran mis armas.
on your team to lead you in the right direction, make all of those pivotal calls with the experience to back them up. The trio just looks so good.
The storyline would just be so perfect, right? Poyo had to deal with a lot of criticism of people going, what's Poyo without Peterbot? What can he do without Peterbot, right? He came for it the first major of the year in NA, won it without Peterbot. Can he come to the Global Championships this year, win it without Peterbot? Can April solidify himself as the GOAT IGL in Fortnite? He's won so much, he's done it online, but can he do it here on this stage? And of course, Agers, an FNCS champion in his own right, who has been underrated at times, but he has been a shining star all throughout this year.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Let's move on.
Había una mosca de
Swizzy,
verdad.
Merkstat, Robin, I'm coming to you. And what's interesting about these obviously the Swizzy factor, right? Finally getting to play together.
Ha habido un problema, chicos.
I can't even hear you, Z. I can't even hear you right now. They're way too loud for my guy, Swizzy Mustache and Queasy, man. Look, the setup for this team again, the story is so important because you are right. Swizzy has dealt with so much adversity in his career. In 2023, he wins Major 3 in EU. He can't play at the Global Championships there due to visa issues. In 2024, he gets the visa sorted. He can play. His teammate Vanya can't make it. He has to play with a Phil and Yako. And even playing with a Phil Vivid,
Ahora vuelvo,
choose the
chicos.
eventual champions to win a game in Peterbot and Poyo. It still wasn't enough. This year, Swizzy finally gets to play with his teammates, and he has two of the best players in the lobby to be playing with, in Queasy and Mustache. Uncontested, these guys, they might go the whole way, man. I really believe it.
Yeah, I mean, Swizzy and Mustache, two of the best fraggers for sure in the game. Levin loves to talk about it. Queasy, he considers him to be the GOAT IGL as it currently stands in Fortnite. Second, 11, second at global events in the past. The win right there.
So many times.
So close for him. Can he pull it off this year?
This really, you would think this has to be his year, right? Like he's come so close. And this year, everything looked set up so perfectly for them. We saw the breakdown from Kelly and Minnie at the start of the show. They broke down why things looked